Welcome back, guys, to my video, and I hope you subscribe. So if you've been facing a lot of career uncertainty and job struggles, let me confess it to you today, you are not alone. Okay. And if there are people I envy so much, are people like who get jobs so easily, like you just have to send an application and boom, you have an interview, you sign the offer letter, and you're ready to start. I envy those people so much because sometimes I'm like, how do people get jobs so easily? Like how do they get jobs? I understand sometimes connection has to do a lot with it. Some people are just blessed, they're lucky in that area. But when it comes to me, I don't even know where to start when it comes to my career, because right now I've not figured my career at all. I don't even know where I stand when it comes to my career. And it's so scary to me because time is passing by. I'm getting older, and I really want to come to a point whereby I'm stable. And it's not like I'm lacking when it comes to skills or I'm not doing anything. It's just that I can't even explain it. Imagine meeting someone and they ask you like, what do you do? And you become confused because you don't even know what to say. You can't even give them like a stable answer. You can't even give them a concrete answer because you're like, okay, wait, what do we do? What exactly do we need to tell these people? That is what I'm experiencing. Like in my life, I've experienced. I used to think like after school, after graduating, like maybe things might fall into place, or I will at least, like my job search will be a little bit easier. My God, if I start telling you how I get jobs, you'll even be shocked. Like when it comes personally, if God doesn't show up in my life, I won't get a job. That is how I feel. For real, I can't lie. I don't know about other people, but for me, if God doesn't show up, if God doesn't, oh my, I won't get it. And it doesn't matter how many job applications I send, even an interview. And that is why I'm normally shocked. Like, how do people just get jobs so easy? Because you look around, you look at friends, colleagues, even people you just see them going for interviews, getting promotions. Some are even changing their jobs. But here you are. Here you are. If I tell you how I ended up getting some of the jobs, even how I ended working in those companies that I worked for, it took the hand of God. It took the hand of God for me to be there. Eh? Like, have you ever sent applications to a point whereby you're like, nah, now I need to rest. I need to take a leave from applying these jobs. Eh? In fact, I've come to a point whereby I'm even exhausted. Sometimes I look for a job. Like, I send these applications. Paka nasa. Like, you look for a job, and by the time you get one, because it has been a hassle, it has been like a hassle. By the time you get that job, you don't even have the morale to show up. You don't even have the motivation to even do it. You're even like you're even drained and exhausted, and you've not even started the real thing. That is how I feel, and it's so scary for me because I really want to come to a point whereby I have a stable career. I don't know how I'm going to do it, and I'm not gonna lie here and give you tips and advice on how you're going to navigate your job search or even your career, because I'm still in that phase. I'm still trying to figure it out. I graduated with I did media and communication. That is my major. That is what I majored in campus. But if I tell you the kind of jobs that I've done, you'll be shocked. The kind of jobs. And I'm that type of a person. I don't really because if you don't have money and you need to make money and you need to live, you need to survive. I can't really wait to get that specific job. I can't really wait. Okay. And I've been building my skills, and that is why I've done a lot of things. One of the things, like, I never knew I'd be so good at sales till I started doing sales. And it's not like I wanted to be a salesperson. I just found myself in that path because I was not getting a job in the media industry or even in the communication industry. I'm still trying to do so, but I'm really good when it comes to handling customers. I'm really so good when it comes to sales, because I fell in love with it. I also love helping people. Those are some of the things that I've done. I've done content creation, marketing, sales, like a lot of things, because I have to do it. I have to do something. I have to put my skills. I'm not just acquiring all these skills for nothing. I'm acquiring these skills so that I can offer value to people. Okay. And in return, make some money. And that is why I'm still learning. There are so many things I want to learn. I'm still, taking so many courses. I'm still building up my skills, stacking up when it comes to my skills, because I'm just uncertain. I always feel like I need to acquire all these skills because I never know where I will land. I'm still not stable. I still don't have a stable field. And that is why I mentioned, like, whenever somebody asks me, like, what exactly do you do? I don't have a definite answer. I can't really tell them I work in communications. No, as much as that is what I majored in CAP, I can't really tell them I work in the media industry. I can't tell them I work in sales, because sometimes I'm working in sales, sometimes I'm working in marketing, sometimes I'm working in business development, sometimes I'm in a completely different field. I'm just rotating in all these things, and I'm loving it because it allows me to gain knowledge. It allows me to have, just be good at something else apart from what you studied in school. But at the same time, I have this feeling in me whereby I just want to have a definite career path, and also be able to get all these opportunities. And when I'm talking about job search, I'm not talking about just sending application. I'm also talking about getting opportunities. Like, you put yourself out there and you feel like nothing is falling into place. You feel like you are really doing this right now. I'm even supposed to be sending application, but I'm so exhausted. I'm so tired. I don't even know what I'm going to do. I'm so tired because I don't have the morale. I feel like I've sent so many applications and nothing is falling into place. So if you are in this, just know that you are not alone, and there are so many people like who are experiencing this. So ngoja na come, and there are so many people who are experiencing this. You are not alone, and let's help each other. I don't have an advice to give you, but that is the reality. That is what I'm going through, and I know things will fall into it. Just keep showing up, keep building up when it comes to your skills. Do something that is going to offer back. And by the way, I also encourage you to step out of your field. You don't have to be an engineer. If you feel like you're struggling to get a job in the accounting field or whatever thing that you studied in school, step out, go do something else. That is what I've been doing, and I'm still doing, and I know, like, things will be okay in the long run. So if you're struggling when it comes to your career, or even like figuring it out, and knowing where exactly you need to fall, let's help each other out and stay positive. Make sure you subscribe, like, and support me. I'll see you next time. Bye.